Well, well, well. This is an interesting video that I did not plan on making today. I just got an alert on my phone that the Sentry mode had been triggered on Lincoln's Tesla, which means that somebody bumped the car or somebody tried to break into it or something. Then I got a call from 911 not that long after it, and it's the police saying, "Are you the owner of a Tesla Model Y that is blue? Somebody has crashed into your Tesla Model Y, and a police officer is en route to the car, and they would like me as the owner to be there for the car." I'm the owner, but my son Lincoln is the one that was driving it. He's probably at a restaurant because Lincoln was inside of Jimmy John's eating a sandwich for lunch. Lincoln, I knew that you would get into an accident at some point.
Me too. I figured I would too.
I didn't think it would be less than 2 months into owning the car.
I didn't either. And I can't believe it's not my fault.
All right, so explain what happened, Lincoln. I want to hear the story.
So I went to lunch just after school. I went to Jimmy John's. It was terrific. But then after, like when I was eating, I got a notification on my phone and it said Sentry mode has been like something. It's been like alerted or something. And I was like, oh, that's weird. So I tried to enable the live camera, but it wouldn't let me look at it. And I was like, oh, it's probably fine. So I tried to look at it, but it didn't ever show up. So I just kept eating. I was like, everything's fine.
So the alarm is going off on your phone, Sentry mode activated.
I just got one notification.
But you just figured, oh, it's fine.
I was like, yeah.
It's no big deal.
Yeah, it can't be that big of a deal. And then I walked out after eating, and then there were two people sitting by my car. I was like, oh no, this can't be good. And I walked up and just saw this. Yeah.
What did you say when you first saw it?
I was like, oh, wow.
How did you feel inside when you saw it?
I was a little sad. I was very sad. It was in a really tight spot, and then there was like a little concrete barrier right in front of me that was like in a weird placement. It was like a bush. And I thought at first like I could be in trouble because my back left tire was just barely on the line. And I was like, oh.
This parking lot is the worst. There is a pillar that's right there, a big old light pillar, and he parked as close as he could to Jimmy John's, and there were two cars in there. One of them was really small.
It was like a totally full parking lot. I went around a couple times, and that was the closest one I found. So
it's the worst parking lot in our city. The stalls are extra small. Even though he parked bad, he was still on the line and within his area, and they just did not judge the turn right at all.
Nope.
And so,
it wasn't even that close the first time, yeah.
It was the two of the nicest ladies ever. Probably, so nice. I don't know, in their 60s, maybe late 50s to 60s. Super nice. They were going to TJ Maxx to buy a doorknob for their house or something.
Yeah.
Can we see the footage inside of your car?
Yes.
So the police officer was really nice, and he came and he was asking some questions. And I was like, I have the footage if you want to see it, because the Teslas are so awesome. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to have it for Lincoln and for a teenager. I feel like it's such a good car. There's so many, first of all, it's the safest SUV in the world, but then also when you park, all the cameras are recording. And so if somebody bumps the car hard enough or like actually hits it, it activates and it saves the recording of everything that just happened. There is a little bit of a flaw in the design of these cameras. It recorded the minute before the impact and then the minute after the impact, but right when it actually hit, there's a bit of a gap. It's really odd, and I can see why sometimes it's jumpy when you're on the Tesla system. Because look at this, it's right, here comes the car, and then boom, that's the end of it. It didn't even hit it yet, and it stopped. And so that's definitely a little bit of a weird issue with Teslas, is that the actual impact moment is a little hidden, kind of. The good thing about this is they have a license plate on the front of the car. In the state of Utah, it is required to have a license plate on the front and the back. You can get a ticket for not having it on the front. Yeah. I don't like them on the front because they look ugly and change the aerodynamics, so I don't put them on there. I could get a ticket someday, but I never do. They basically come and they do an incident report, and they had the driver of that car write down exactly what happened and sign an affidavit, like saying, this is my statement of what happened, which is really nice because sometimes in the moment when you're in an accident, sometimes people will tell the truth and be super honest. Then they leave, they talk to their insurance agent, and the insurance agent's like, don't say that you did anything wrong. Let the facts speak for themselves. Nobody knows what happened. And then the story changes. And so you're not required to call a police officer. They don't write a report about it when it's in a public parking lot. It's really a discussion between you and the other person. And so it makes it really tricky because people can sue each other or whatever, but it really is just between the two people. And so, but the nice thing about calling the police and having them come out and fill out the incident report is he did all the stuff, he got everybody's information, and then he also had the person write down what exactly happened and document it.
Sign it.
And they sign it so that now what happens is we called the insurance company, we filed a claim with their insurance company. They're gonna take 24 hours. They're requesting the police report, and then they're going to review the police report, their lawyers, their everybody, and then they'll decide whether they wanna pay our claim or not. They wanna protect themselves, and they also wanna see, is there any way for them to get out of it? Not the people, the insurance company. And so they'll look at it, it should be cut and dry, like what happened. It wasn't Lincoln's fault, it was their fault. Allstate needs to pay for it. And so then they'll start the process, and we're gonna have to wait, like, I don't know.
I know that this car is going to sit in Vegas for probably a month and just sit there being worked on. And by that time, I hope I get a rental. That'd be ideal.
He's gonna get a gas car for a rental, which
probably.
Maybe Lincoln will just have to drive the Roadster for a little bit.
Okay. Golf clubs fit in there.
I don't want him driving the Roadster. My first accident was 2 years ago. It was exactly 2 years ago, like almost to the day. And it was with Leslie's white car. And same type of situation, some older people backed out and they backed right into my car and hit it. And it took like a month and a half until we got my car fixed. So check out this. This is a little Tesla USB stick right here. This is what was inside of the car. I'm taking this into my computer right now to download the footage so that I can send it to the police department. The police officer sent me his contact information and said, email me the footage.
Okay.
What are your thoughts about Lincoln's first crash?
I feel like if there was going to be a crash, this was the best scenario because he wasn't in it, he didn't get hurt. The ladies were super nice, and I love that they said how nice Lincoln was. That made me really happy, actually.
All right, so let's make a little guess. Today for us is February 28th. How long do you think it'll be until the car is back and fixed and whole again?
May 15th, right before school's out.
Goodness gracious.
What do you think? What's your guess?
April 30th.
April 30th.
No,
Okay.
no, April 19th.
April
I'll lock it in.
19th. Okay, how about you, London?
What date is February? March 30th.
Yeah, 1 month. I like London's time frame. I'm just gonna give it 3 months from right now. 3 months, whatever that might be. What's that? March, April, May. End of May, when school's out. That's when you're getting it back.
Brutal.
I know, that's brutal. In the meantime, we've missed giving you rides around town, Lincoln. We can give you rides again. See? She's happy.
Yes, I do. I love driving you.
You're not allowed to drive rentals because you're not over 25 years old.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
We'll figure it out.
We will figure it out, but
We will give you an update.
we will give you an update. I just repeated Lincoln twice. I guess the lesson is, at the end of every February, we don't ever need to go to a restaurant and park in a parking lot because somebody will hit us.
You're right.
Is that the lesson?
That is a lesson.
That's a lesson.
Oh, wow.
We'll figure it out.
Okay, I'm watching the footage and there's a different angle. There's a back angle of this at the moment of impact. So it hits, it backs away. There's a couple that's over here on the left side, one in a blue shirt and one in a black shirt, and they're sitting there. They saw it happen, and then they get their phones ready. The lady goes walking, and then the husband grabs his phone and tries to be sneaky. Look at him. He grabs it, and he's taking a picture right there. He took like a sneaky picture of it. She's like, hey, pointing, take a picture. You can see her pointing, like, get their license plate. He gets his camera out and takes a picture because it looked like they were going to run. They weren't trying to run. There's nowhere to park in this stupid parking lot. And I'm sure these nice ladies were stressed, but there were some good Samaritans behind that looked like they tried to do their job. So that's nice.